We're going to do closing games and surprises. This is something I've done for Embedded Linux Conference for many years, and this is a crowd that I've seen a lot of you before. Anyway, we like skill and games with both skill and luck, so-called. And the way that this game works, if you're not familiar with, I call the first one of this the red-green game. You have two cards in your hand, a red card and a green card. The answers will be either red or green, or sometimes both. Okay, and you'll see the options. So it's a multiple choice game. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have everybody stand up. So go ahead and stand on up. This is an exercise game. You've been sitting a long time. And what we'll do is we'll do a round. If you get the question wrong, you sit down. And then as soon as we have as soon as we have less contestants than we have prizes, we'll have those people come up and get your prize. And the way the prizes, sometimes we have you draw or anything. This is strictly first come, first served. Oh, and I should say, yeah, so the prizes is stuff. This is technical and nerd trivia. The most important thing about this game is it is not fair. Okay, so I don't want to hear any whining about the. I do want to shout out one prize here. We've got a Qualcomm board, very generously donated. I think that's the most expensive thing we've got. So this runs Linux. Woo! So thank you, Qualcomm, for that.
And then some of the other prizes we have are also some embedded boards that were given out at previous events. So those are some boards from LibreTech that are Amlogic based or Allwinner based. So we have a handful of those as well. And then we have a large bag of candy. So if you think you should have won because the game's not fair, you can have a piece of candy.
Okay. So let's get right into it. Okay, this is a warm-up question. You will not get eliminated if you get this wrong. What is going on here? Oops. See, this happens every time I do a game. Yeah, what's the answer to this one? What is the latest released kernel version available from Linus Torvalds? Is it green 6.15 RC7 or red 6.14.6? Okay, this one I gave it away, right? It's 6.14.6. Okay, so that's a released kernel. A release candidate is not a release. Okay, it's actually in their name. That's what the RC stands for. And I don't know if you noticed, but RC7 doesn't exist. We're on RC6 this week. So that's the type of shenanigans you can expect from my questions. This is a France question coming up. So everyone who's from France should know this like the back of their hand. The Minitel service provided the residents of France access to information and the ability to purchase items beginning in the early 1980s, much like the World Wide Web does today. But when was the Minitel required? I guess with the World Wide Web, you don't need. Okay, and so go ahead and raise your things. From now on, after this round, I'm going to hold your things down because we have a lot of people during this game who kind of look at their neighbors. And so at the end of my reading the question, I'll tell you when to raise your cards. If you said red, you were correct. Okay, that was after. So if you're green, please sit down. Okay, so let's see. Here's one that's an interesting one. Linux has landed on Mars, but not on the moon. Is that true or false? Think about that for a sec. Okay, answer's up. True or false? Linux has landed on Mars, but not on the moon. And the answer is, that is true. Okay, oh, wow, okay. Sony had a lunar rover that was on the moon just a year ago. It was NutX. I'm sorry. It was too small. It only had 2 mega RAM. They asked me if I could get Linux on it, and I said, no, not in this decade. But yeah, so Linux has never been on the moon. It's been around the moon. It's flown a couple of NASA missions and satellites and stuff. Speaking of planets, on what planet does Rey from Star Wars grow up? Is it Tatooine or Jakku? Okay, answers up. You gotta make your choice. The correct answer is Jakku. Okay, so if you were green, sit down. How are we doing? Oh, we got way too many people still. Tatooine was where Anakin and Luke Skywalker were raised. Luke Skywalker was raised on Tatooine. Okay, this one's interesting. The youngest person to have a patch accepted to the Linux kernel was how old? Were they younger than 7 or older than 7 years old? What's the youngest kernel developer? And, okay, everybody up who's still standing? Okay, the answer is they were 4. So if you've never gotten a patch in the kernel, I got bad news for you. You're behind a 4-year-old. How are we doing on people? We got about, okay, one more round. Okay, okay, this is an easy one. Okay, and this will teach you a lesson. Never come to one of my sessions with the kernel not in your page cache, because I timed this. It takes a lot longer if you have a cold cache. You don't have the kernel to do this grep. It's an easy grep to do, but is the answer, okay, how many files in the 6.15 RC6 kernel have SPDX license ID headers? Okay, it's not all of them, but is it 56,000 or 73,000? You got to pick. This is one of those, you just got to take a guess. If you, like me, are interested in this topic, you would know that it's actually pretty good. We're at 73,000. Okay, so how are we doing? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should we go? We'll do one more question. Oh, and this one's not bad. The very first stored program machine was a loom that used punched wooden cards to automatically weave fabric designs. Was this machine invented in France? This machine was invented in France, true or false? The first stored program machine. This is a computer topic, easy. Okay, what do we got? Okay, everybody up? Okay, the answer is actually true. And I won't try to pronounce that name, but it was invented in France. So nice history there. Okay, you guys are all winners. Come on down. Oh, okay. Well, do you want to do it? We could. Okay, so the way this is going to work is you get the first thing you hand. Or I don't know. Okay, you get that.
This game is not fair.
This game is not fair. I'm sorry, I know. We'll let you swap. Yeah, you lose. It's a single elimination game. Okay, everybody back up again. We'll do one more round. Okay. According to Linus Torvalds, he wasn't sure he was a good programmer until he wrote a second open source program after the Linux kernel. Linux kernel was not enough for him to break through kind of imposter syndrome. So the program that he wrote that assured him of his qualifications, was it Subsurface or Git? And should not be too surprising. It was Git. It was not Subsurface. Although he was, okay, if you don't know, Linus wrote 3 earth-shattering programs: the Linux kernel, Git, and Subsurface, which is a dive logging program. Was it C++? Oh, Subsurface? Oh. Yeah. That's why we'll never have C++ in the kernel. Okay, what continent has the high? Okay, and then for this one, I combined Europe and Asia into a single continent. None of this mountains make a continent divide. What?
How is concentration defined?
The highest concentration of Linux. Oh, that's a good question. Highest percentage of land dwellers.
Devices per land dweller.
It's user of Linux. Highest percentage of people on this continent that use Linux. Is it North America, Eurasia, or none of the above? Okay, yeah, everybody up. If you guessed that this was a trick question, you're right. It's Antarctica. As primarily a science base, 11% of the people in Antarctica use Linux, which is higher than any other continent. But that's only out of like 800 people, so. Okay. So, okay, the first embedded recipes was held in this country. I had to put this one in. Was it the Netherlands or France? Okay, and the answer there is it was France. That one should have been easy because I think it started in Paris, right? Okay, so sorry if I eliminated you with that one. Okay, here's another easy one. First electronic computer produced in France was the Gamma 3 electronic calculator from the Machines Bull Company. Okay, what year was it produced? Was it 1952 or 1957? Okay, everybody got their answer? Okay, it was 52. So, okay. Okay, in what year did Linux take over all of the top spots? Okay, it had been creeping its way up, but in one of these years, either 2015 or 2018, it achieved supercomputer world domination with occupying every slot in the top 500 supercomputers in the world, that's pretty amazing. It's like we haven't achieved 100% in embedded yet. Okay, was it 2015 green or 2018 red? And this was 2018. So, okay. Okay, and this was one of my favorites. Okay, so does the UK military actually have a program called Skynet? Does that true, green, or false, red? Does the UK military have a program called Skynet? And the answer is true. What could possibly go wrong with a satellite system called Skynet? Okay, how many we got? We have enough for prizes, I think. Okay, so by my count, come on down. If you're still standing, come on down. Wait, did you win before? Oh, okay. You can take candy if you want candy.
You can definitely take candy, and you can just throw your board into the crowd if you want. This game is not fair.
This game is not fair. Yeah. Okay, the game is not fair. I'm letting them choose. Okay. Okay, so that was the skill game. I'm going to zoom past the rest of these answers, and we're going to get to the luck game. We'll do one round of the luck game. Okay, don't look at these. Oh, I got to back up. This one is my favorite. I love this one. Okay, we're just doing this one for fun. There's no question. Okay, which of the following quotes did Rusty Russell have as an email signature? These quotes are priceless. One, green quote, there are those who do and those who hang on, and you don't see too many doers quoting their contemporaries. Larry McVoy. So that's a quote that Rusty put in his email signature. You have to kind of think through that, but it's hilarious. And then the other one is, anyone who quotes me in their SIG is an idiot. Rusty Russell. So he had that in his thing. The answer is both of those are from Rusty. Okay, so sorry, I had to stop and just do that one. Okay, oh, we're going to miss a bunch of those. Okay, let's do the last game. Is going to be rock, paper, scissors. how this works is we're all going to, same type of single elimination. I'm going to throw a sign. Actually, my presentation is going to throw a sign. It'll either be rock, paper, or scissors. I think you know the rules. Rock beats scissors. Scissors beats paper. Paper, for some reason, beats rock. And then if you beat the presenter, so if whatever you have wins against the presenter, if you tie, that's a loss. If you lose, that's a loss. Okay, so everybody up. Okay, so yeah, again, and this is important. So I'm going to say ready, set, okay, and then I'll say go, and you have to throw whatever sign. Pick your sign ahead of time. You know, scissors, paper, rock. Put that in the air, and then I'll show you what the presenter is, and you get to decide if you stay in the game. Okay, so ready, set, throw. Okay, presenter was paper. So stay in the game if you're scissors. Yeah, this one's brutal. 2/3 every round. Usually, I mixed it up. People know that I always do rock the first couple times, but not this time. Okay, ready, set, throw. Okay. You're going to love this. It's paper again. Oh, I enjoy this too much. Okay, oh, yeah, wow. Okay, how are we doing? We got 7? Okay, we're going to have to do one more round. So, ready, set, throw. And the presenter is scissors. So if you're rock... Wait, how many we got? Oh, was this like perfect? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect enough. Come on down.